Today I'm at the 68th annual Newport car show, and yes, car shows are full of old men, but maybe you can learn something from the past. Let's see what's here. Now this particular car show, even if you're not into cars, look at the view. It's insane. And here we have a Porsche Speedster, or do we? It's actually a 74 Volkswagen because the frame says it's a 74 Volkswagen. Now he says it's not a kit car. They actually build them from scratch. They have to get the frame and stuff from the 74 Volkswagen in this case. But they build them to whatever specs you want. It looks like a real one, you know? About 140 horsepower. No AC, but hey, we're in Rhode Island, right? 4-speed transmission. Nice setup, really. They make them in California. It's called vintage motor cars. So if you've got 50 grand or so lying around burning a hole in your pocket, hey, maybe you'll have them build one like he did. Now they have motorcycles too. Here is a classic 1965 Honda CA95. Check it out. It may have been made in 1965, but it still runs perfectly fine. Check it out. It says it'll go 90 miles an hour, but I kind of doubt that. It's got a whopping 16.5 horsepower, if it still has that left. My lawnmower has more. It was the beginning of Hondas. They just kept perfecting them. Here we have a thing. Check it out. It's the original motor. It's been rebuilt, but this was a trailer job. People take it to Cape Cod, didn't take it out in the winter, and it is in immaculate shape. Oh look, it's in English, German, and French. And of course, it's made in Mexico. What a combination. All right, if it gets cold at night, this is a gas heater, people. Yes, it has a gas heater. Not the crazy one that went on the exhaust that got exhaust fumes. An actual gas heater. If you're looking for a Ramos staff car, you know, you can't go wrong with this. You just need to add the radio antenna up here to talk to all the tanks. The original 1600cc engine, single carburetor. Got a generator on it. Yep, they had generators on them in those days. But you can see this thing is in excellent shape. Now this truck's got an interesting story. The guy bought it to an homage of a farm he grew up on. It's a 39, and then he looked around in Pennsylvania, found a 39 John Deere, bought that and did it over. It really matches quite well. Check it out. This has got to be the cleanest bed I've ever seen in my life. Now here's a beautiful coupe that was turned into a drag racer. Look at that paint job, it's insane. They do not drag race it anymore. On the other end of the spectrum, we have some old beaters. Check it out, 65. Got a giant Edelbrock on it, flames, and it's been at the New England Dragway. And here we have the world's smallest Panzer, the Panzer T70. Check it out. See, it's got a Briggs & Stratton in it. I don't know how much actual plowing it's going to do, but there we go. If you're into trucks, there are trucks galore. A Studebaker. And there's muscle cars galore. Rows and rows of them. And an old Chevy pickup like Paul Newman drove in hot, only it's in much better shape than his one. A venerable Ford Falcon, the original economy American car. And cars had bench seats, front and back. The kit car is a kit car of 836 Auburn boat tail. It's based on a Ford LTD with a Ford V8. It's not supercharged. It was originally, but it's really cool looking, as you can tell. It's got the boat tail on it. It's a nice replica car, and you can see there it is. Auburn Automotive built it. Modernized. You can see it's got AC, it's got heat, it's got an Alpine stereo. Interesting. An Alpine mixer, but a Pioneer stereo. Now we have the beautiful Lotus kit car, kind of like Patrick McGowan's car in The Prisoner. This is a 61, and it's pretty much stock. Cosworth, Weber carbs, but it has had disc brakes in it. It only weighs about 900 pounds, and with all these aluminum framework, it gets up and goes. The frame was all done over by Kettering, who owns it. They got the rights for it, and Kettering, that makes those fancy race cars, All new frame front up. Realize these were kit cars to begin with. These Lotus 2s. Only a car that's older than me. It's 1 year older than me. It's an Allard. British. Nice British green. But it's been Americanized. The steering wheel's on the left-hand side. It might be British, but it's been made with a left-hand steering, and it has a Ford V8 engine. There's a cute Austin Healey Sprite. A friend of mine had one back in Niagara Falls, but it had rusted away. This is a 1960. His was a 61. Fun little car for driving around. You got your picnic basket on it. But if you wanted more speed, you get an Austin Healey 3000. You get a 6-cylinder engine in that. With dual Stromberg, triple Stromberg since 1962. No rust. Obviously didn't drive on the roads here. This is a beautiful E-Type Jaguar, 4.2, 6-cylinder, double overhead cam. This was the car that everybody wanted in the 60s. It's got dual carbs on it too. Dual Stromberg, Swedish carbs, and these have been chrome plated. Look, here's a Mini with the tiny wheels. It's a 72, but check it out. It's got an unbeatable Honda double overhead cam. One of the best engines Honda ever made. So this is going to be a dependable car. Here we have a suicide door, Rolls Royce. Rare bird, it's a Triumph Stag. There's the Stag. And as usual, it's got their little picnic basket on the back. Automatic transmission, it's got a big old V8 engine in it. No car show would be complete without a DeLorean, the Magic Doors. And here's something you don't see every day. A 73 MGB that doesn't have any rust. A little bit on the headlights there, the trim, but it's obviously been repainted. They were fun little cars. Then we have the Land of Station Wagons. A Bel Air with a 409 V8. We had one, but it only had a 6-cylinder engine. It didn't have a giant 409 V8. We used to watch movies at the drive-in there, and they got their pillows ready. Look how cheap a Formula 455 was back in the day. Even loaded, it was only $4,900. Things are cheaper back in the day. We have a Country Squire Woody. My neighbor had one of these, and the back just rusted away. This one's in pretty good shape, though. And here we have a classic, unsafe at any speed, a Corvair, no engine in the front. It's a 61, split bench seats. And there is the 6-cylinder air-cooled engine with a generator. And you can see the original air filter was an oil bath with your oil inside it. Dual carbs, they were reasonably zippy. Fan belt was a pain, though, goes all over the place. They would often snap when they get older. Plymouth Super Stock, check it out. It's got 2 carburetors staggered on that engine. Fascinating. Now here's a rare bird. A Falcon Sprint V8. Small block, 260 cubic inches. Done it all over. Still has the generator, though. And they've added power steering. But no power brakes. 1964, and it's been restored really nicely. Here's a 1957 Studebaker Coupe, and it still has the original supercharger on it. They used to race Corvettes and beat them. There are Mustangs everywhere. Oxbows, original 60s Mustangs, you name it. Of course, no car show would be complete without a suicide door Lincoln. So it's goodbye to the car show. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.